Hey everyone, this is Blues with SaturnBluesGaming doing another Blues versus React, and I'm legit excited. I've played Asuraswrath and I've played God of War, like in their entirety. So God of War in the the original trilogy, and then the duology, and then Asuraswrath in its entirety. I love both of these characters quite a bit. I like Asura a little bit more than, Kratos. Well, pre God of War, Kratos. Like, when he's like a dad and stuff. Simply because Asura was like a legit dad, And I'm excited to see how this comes out, and I'm gonna make my prediction now. It's going to be Asura that wins. Why I think that? Come on, his first major fight was him punching I can't remember his name, but his first official fight had him winning against a dude that was the size of a planet, punching his finger until the dude exploded. Like, Kratos, I don't think Kratos has ever fought anything that big. Like, they would have to outrageously bounce up Kratos' feet in order for him to stand up to Asura. So, alright, enough talk. It's time to get this started. And please, I'm begging, I don't want to have to go on a rant. So, Asura, Death Battle, do not let me down. Do not let me down. Alright, let's get started. Ooh. Okay, whoever animated this did a really good job. There he is. There's my goat right there, baby. There's my goat right there. Minthra. God, the memories are just pouring back.
It's true then. The god of war is on Gaia, but not for long. You do not want this fight.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. Okay, so in Asura's Wrath, Asura wouldn't just straight out attack like that. Like, he would have to, even when he got betrayed, he didn't fully attack yet. Attack his main group. He attacked, the foot soldiers, but he was like, what the fuck is going on? He would not attack Kratos after he was just a god of war. Asura is legit, even though he's a god, in his game, he's more of an atheist. He's like, no one should bow to a god. We're not like that. But even then, he will still sit down and talk unless he gets pissed off. So it doesn't make sense for him to attack Kratos after hearing he's the god of war. But I get it. It's, the plot has to start. There's no time. So let's continue. Oh, poor Minthra. Not to mention, Kratos also wouldn't just straight up fight. This new Kratos, at least. Old Kratos, yes. New Kratos, no. Kratos would actually he didn't even fight Thor, at the rip. So, I know. Again, You know, there's no time. The plot has to happen. There's no time. Okay, go. This is... Oh, shit. Okay. God, the memories, man. Legit, the memories of playing Asuraswrath is coming back to me. Oh, God. I'm getting emotional and shit. Oh, shit. Okay, okay. Well, there's the temple. Oh, Mentor's okay. Yes. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, so if you guys don't know, Death Battle has a thing where if you transform first, you're losing the fight. My heart just dropped. Please do not tell me they... Okay, you know what? No. Let's just keep going.
You let your wrath consume you. I have been down that road before. Shut up!
That sounds like Asura too. I think Liam O'Brien voiced Asura in Asuraswrath. It sounds just like him. Okay. Okay, I'm digging it. Oh no. Oh God, my heart. The music. My heart is straight up. The memories. The fucking memories. Oh God. It's actually hitting me. There's my goat. There's my goat right fucking there. That's how it's supposed to be. That's the Asura I know. Oh God, the memories are coming back.
This is not my end!
Yeah. They're gonna have Kratos win. I swear, if Kratos wins this, I'm about to freak. Oh, but the fight looks so good. I love the callback. I love the callback. I was just talking about this before it started too. I love the callback to this.
Death has not earned me yet, Titan.
What do you call? Okay. That's dope.
But you deserve a worthy end.
Yeah, Kratos is winning, and I'm about to crash out. I better hear some good reasons for this. Oh man, the music, Asuraswrath's music, legit, like hurts me every time because it's such a gentle, beautiful, thing.
You are a monster no longer.
I like the callback, but
I never was.
oh my God. Whoever made the song did such a good job replicating Asuraswrath's music, because it's making my, like, I'm feeling shit. What's the justification, Death Battle? Right fucking now. What's the justification?
KO! Well, I guess Asuraswrath really is gone. But are we sure this is how it'd go? Even though Asura can blow up stars?
Asura had some amazing displays of apocalyptic destruction, but the full scope of their speed, experience, versatility, and power sheds a surprising light.
At first glance, speed seems like a shoo-in for Asura. Kratos is quick, but he never dodged a universe-crossing laser.
That doesn't mean he couldn't. Remember, as usual,
What?
we look at these characters at their peak, free from gameplay restrictions.
Yeah, we're looking at everything in canon, and Kratos fought and killed Helios, the sun god.
From the moment he's introduced, Helios is emphasized to be immensely powerful. Without Helios, darkness would shroud everything. His light
Right.
was fast enough to illuminate the entire underworld while Kratos sailed through it, taking
Right.
a few hours at most.
So, kinda hard to quantify, but that's consistent with the shockwaves the primordials caused that spawned the universe.
Arguments could be made for which is faster, the primordial shockwaves or Chakravartin's intergalactic lasers. Since it's so close, it's safest to assume their speeds are generally even.
But what does speed
That
matter
makes
if
no
you don't know how to use
sense.
it? Let's cover experience. Asura lived across centuries, obviously a lot longer than Kratos.
And while Kratos eventually learned to control his rage, Asura pretty much always had that control.
So Asura easily takes experience. But when it comes to versatility, he couldn't match all the weapons and abilities Kratos had.
Sure,
I agree with
Asura's
that.
quite skilled and a monster at martial arts, but his fighting style mostly relies on one thing.
A whole
Yeah,
lot
punch.
of punching.
Kratos' weapons, magic, runes, relics, and even his rage gave him far more options in combat.
That makes
Slowing down
sense.
time,
I agree with
healing
that.
injuries, and most importantly, multiple weapons that could drain a variety of energies.
Yeah.
Like Mantra.
Yeah, when Asura loses all his mantra energy, that's it for him. So the Dropnir spears and the Blade of Olympus gave Kratos exactly what he needed: versatility. And
I can understand
multiple ways
that.
to finish this for good before Asura just comes crawling back out of the underworld.
If he could, Asura's resurrections take years or whole centuries, days at best.
But all this assumes Kratos could match Asura's crazy strength. All roads lead to power, which should go to Asura, right? Look at what he can do! If this came down to who made the bigger kaboom, he'd kick Kratos' ass in 2 seconds.
But a closer examination of their feats reveals the truth.
At his peak, Asura overpowered Chakravartin, annihilating that cosmic golden god.
By
Yeah, literally the god of
dimensions
creation.
Chakravartin's body and scaling it up to match the size of this galaxy-eclipsing statue, we can determine its volume. Add in the density of gold, for good measure assuming the form is solid throughout, and its mass far exceeds not just our galaxy, but our entire observable universe.
Destroying that big golden god would need energy on par with obliterating our universe 91,000 times.
Extremely impressive and unfathomable. However, the same idea applies to Ragnarok shaking the roots of Yggdrasil.
Ragnarok is obviously a bit of a different beast than Kratos, but what really matters is what Freyr did.
Right, Freyr, a god comparable to Kratos, held back Ragnarok's power for a significant time.
So Kratos should be capable of the same level of power, or
That makes no sense. That actually makes no sense. So they're scaling Kratos' power to Freyr's power? First of all, in the game, Freyr barely held back that sword, held back Ragnarok, and he had to use his sword. He barely had like a few seconds to do that. That makes no sense. So you're scaling Kratos. Like I could get them going like, okay, we're gonna put Kratos' power to his prime. I can understand that. But you can't scale Kratos against another god of another pantheon when that god barely was able to hold it back just enough time to get off. That makes no sense. No, that makes no sense, because then if you do it that way, if you judge it that way, then you need to compare Asura's, power. You need to compare that to all of the gods he fought in his game as well. You can't, hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself.
even more.
Using an official map and knowing the world tree's branches encompass all of existence, we can measure its size and volume.
And we know this map is accurate because it shows these two realms conjoined, which we see in-game.
Even if we assume the Tree of the Realms is only 1% solid, a significant lowball that Kratos should easily scale above, shaking such an incomprehensibly large structure would require enough force to destroy our universe's mass energy 9 million times over.
That's almost 100 times greater than Chakravartin's destruction. And this isn't some one-off outlier. I mean, a realm-shattering supergiant doesn't sound too different from the other Titans and Olympians Kratos defeated.
That's the thing.
He barely defeated it, though.
We never see Kratos do anything that matches Asura, but we do. Helios' speed matches Chakravartin, and Kratos outsped him. Atlas is strong enough to lift all of reality, and Kratos overpowered him.
That makes sense.
Defeated the creator of the universe in a one-on-one fight, same as Asura, and Kratos killed Kronos. Add in the clear numerical comparison of Chakravartin, Ragnarok, and Yggdrasil, and Kratos takes the edge in power.
But hey, Capcom, if you give us Asuraswrath 2, we'll try this again.
That'd be pretty awesome.
As the sun rises, the god of wrath was Kratos.
The winner is Kratos.
That none of that makes sense.
But what if?
Aww.
And that concludes my pitch for Asuraswrath 2. The end. Next time on Death Battle.
So, no. I'm not... Like, here's the thing. I kind of understand what they're coming from, but they're still... Like, if they're going to compare, you know, Kratos, Frenir's feats, and I hope I'm saying his name right, to Kratos, they need to do the same with Asura, with all the feats of the other gods. All of that makes no sense. Yeah, I couldn't understand. Okay, yeah, they defeated the gods. You know, I get all that. But then they should be tied. It shouldn't be like, it makes no sense to compare one person's feat who barely lasted not even a minute, compared to Asura, who not only, like, just to break this out, just to put in a comparison, Asura literally, right before his fight with the final boss, he went up against, you know, his brother-in-law. So not only did Asura get into that fight half out of it, because at that point, his brother-in-law, his name, I hate that it's escaping me because I actually really like his character. Like, right before the final boss fight, his Asura's brother-in-law takes out, you know, his sphere, right? Because, you know, Asura is more... Actually, you know what? So I'm not gonna lie, when I first played this scene out, I actually did cry. Like, this is one of the best, like, fights ever. And I wish I could show the whole thing, but that would negate the argument that I would have. But this is the part I wanted to kind of show. So that is Yasha's mantra core. Yasha is the god of melancholy. So at this last little bit, when Asura and Yasha are fighting, Yasha is at his absolute peak because his melancholy is at its biggest. And he gives his mantra core to Asura so he could survive. You know, all of the mantra cores of all of the other gods that Asura has defeated. So right before Yasha fights the final boss, he fights Yasha at his absolute strongest first. And honestly, he was kicking his ass up until this point. So they should have taken into account, like, if they, like, I feel like his feat, like, Asura defeating, I don't want to mispronounce his name because I don't want to offend anyone by doing it. Maybe I just, like, should it's like Chakram, I guess. But anyway, Asura went into that fight having already defeated Yasha. You know, and like I said, with Yasha being at his strongest and Asura, like, having just woke up right before this fight, and then Asura immediately going after this and fighting the final boss, they should have, like, all I'm saying is that Death Battle should have if they want to give Kratos Freynir's feat, then they should have given Asura like this, the mantra core. They should have given him the mantra core, you know, and compared that and put him not only at his prime, but with the powers of all of them, and have their feats too. It's how I feel about it. Like, you can't do one for one thing and one for another. So, in short, I truly think that the alternate ending is where the real ending is. And I think the only reason I chose Kratos, and Death Battle has done this a few times, they sometimes go with the popular pick versus, you know, the actual pick. And like I said, I kind of get where they were going with, but if they're going to compare feats, then they should have given that same leeway to Asura. That's all I'm going to say. And so, with that, I kind of want to finish this off with at least reacting to this. Because I'll be real, I love this scene so fucking much. Man, literal goosebumps. And for people that haven't seen it, like, this is literally
Go. Save Mithra and the world. Idiot.
I feel like if Kratos and Asura had to fight, I feel like this should have also been the ending. You know, I thought the ending was cute, was like very heartwarming, but I would have liked this ending too for them.
You were always a brother, never an enemy.
I feel like that also could have been a really cool ending, but I really liked both endings with Mithra mourning Asura and Calliope reuniting with Kratos. But hey, that's my video. That's my video. And I hope you guys enjoyed. And kind of, I'm not mad at how they did it. I'm mad about the reasoning. I feel like it was just foolish, but I really did think the fight scene and the alternate ending, which is the real ending for me, and the explanations were somewhat solid, except for that one part. This is Blues. Thank you guys so much for your time. And hey, take care. Have a great day.